Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro. Y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a...
Jesus, Tony. You don't think...
Shut up, God forbid. God forbid. Don't talk like that.
God forbid.
It's good for the team because the game is not simple. I'm very proud for my team because the championship is so long now.
Big up everyone that's locked in. Listen, it's First 11. One of the latest show out there. We got the latest people on the panel and the latest people in the chat as well. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Views for the Raid, Shane, Lee, all the man them. That was a great show, by the way. Listen, man, we're happy. We won 4-0 last game. Saw a bit of football for one half. It is going to be a tough game today, but let's say hello first. Jez, how are you feeling today?
Great. Looking forward to the game. Lee's looking for the link, by the way. I'm looking forward to the game, mate. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. Cold, wet, windy night in Wolverhampton. Yeah, who couldn't look forward to that? What could be better than that? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I've predicted I think we're going to win 3-0.
Let's go. This is without seeing the starting lineup. Doesn't matter to you. We're still going to win. Fair enough. Jamboy, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, a bit better than I did against Brentford. I said 1-1, didn't I? I had a feeling, but everyone else was a bit on the dopamine train, weren't they? Hey, everyone, like, I get it in the year old, but I feel better than I did against Brentford. But it's one of them games, isn't it? Odegaard would have loved this game tonight. In a freezing cold Birmingham night in the pissing down rain. He turns up in them sort of games, doesn't he? He would have loved it. But I'm more positive for this game than I was for the Brentford game, because Brentford have been in a good bit of form. Managers turn them around. And as I say, I had them to go down, and fair play to them. They played well. They probably should have won the game with the chances that Thiago missed. But yeah, we have to move on. Didn't like it, but had a good half against Wigan in midweek. We've got to win tonight. It's a must win without foul.
100%. 100%.
Big up everyone on the panel. Big up.
I can see you wearing the shirt today, so I know that you're positive today. I know you are.
Yeah.
Jamboy,
07, 08, I think.
Yep. Dr. Seymour, how are we feeling today?
Well, there has been a significant prognosis after that result against Brentford, a few nights back. And the prognosis is whether or not this, this manager and this squad have the stones for what it takes to get over the line. And, this match, like the Brentford match, are offering this club, this squad, this manager an opportunity to show what they have to offer us. I don't want to be. I mean, like, mind you, just even looking at the last time that we had met them, we needed 2 own goals to get over the line. It's gonna be a cagey match. We know that some of these players don't really like playing in the cold and in the rain, and have to do the business today. Because I swear, anything less than a dub is a loss. Big up to you. Big up to the panel. Big up to everyone in the chat. Come on.
Are we talking about that player that we've been talking about for nearly some of us 2 years? And
Yes.
they just recently found out that he's no good or below average, or it's time for him to go. Wow. I'm shocked. I'm shocked how Arsenal fans are always shocked. That's what I'm shocked about. Nat Star, what are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, what's good, man? Big up for having me on again. As always a pleasure, never a chore. Big up Jez as well, Jamboy, Doc, DJB, Views, and Manny. Yeah, man. Not too bad. Just getting on with life, sorting out a few things here and there. I'll just say very, very quickly, I saw the Champions League game last night with all the controversy and hoo-ha, man. It weren't good, man. It weren't good. Same old, rinse and repeat. It was disgusting, but yeah, they never want to change it. It's clear for everyone to see. And it was actually a banging goal as well last night that Vinny scored, and it was overshadowed by that foolishness in it. So, bar that, I want to see a proper game tonight. I do expect us to win, but I don't think it will be that pretty, even with the Odegaard business in the background and all that. There's definitely tension in the ranks, I believe. I'm not going to say and go out on a limb that I can prove it and all of that, but from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, most of the players, especially the likes of Declan Rice, have had enough, and I don't blame them in it. So, Nick in the living guard, he can go cry in the corner, like the good old days in the playground, when you don't get your own way, teacher puts you in the corner. If you want to go way back, you get the cane, you get the slipper, all of that shit. So, yeah, man, you just got to keep it moving, innit? I mean, that's life. If you're on that much money, you have to perform, and if you don't perform, you shouldn't get picked. Like, we got to stop rewarding failure. When you reward failure, when you reward fuckeries, you see what the world is like. This is what you get in it. And what I want to see tonight is a convincing performance. That's it. Win or bust. Because if we keep dropping points like we have been, like Brentford game, Forest game before that, Liverpool, we lost to United at home. Like, this can't carry on. And this manager knows he's in hot shit. He knows he's in deep water. He knows this is last chance saloon. You're not going to get the Kate Winslet treatment, being able to survive off the Titanic, innit? No, you're going out like Leo DiCaprio and all them other man. Do you know what I'm saying? And you ain't going to be them few man that just about escaped off the Titanic as well. So less of that. Now's the time to deliver. If you can't deliver, then piss off. It's as simple as that.
Exactly, Napster. Just like our heart, the club must go on.
Mm-hmm. The club 100%. Is the start.
Poor old DJB, he used to get the bombing knocker when he was younger.
Why are we quoting the Titanic here? That is not a good omen. Not a good omen, folks.
100%, man. 100%. DJB, first time on the first 11.
Yes.
I want you to
start.
Thank you
for having me. Thank you, everyone in the chat and everyone on the panel. Buckle up, people. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That's all I'm saying, because I'm telling you now, I know my views of Odegaard, he's not good enough. He's not good enough to be a captain, but let's not make him a scapegoat here. There's more than Odegaard that are not playing well in key positions at this football club. Yep. And I don't hear it. Odegaard's a smoke screen for Saka. He's a smoke screen at the moment. He's easy pickings. But let's be honest, if we're going to get one over on Wolves and we're going to go and win this title, our final third, our attack has been absolutely woeful. Absolutely woeful. Saka's 300 grand a week. What have I seen from him for the last 2 seasons is nothing. His output is not a 300 grand a week player. He's our best player. He's been brilliant. He's carried this manager. He's saved this manager's job. I get all that. But now there's times he's got to step up. Gorkarez, we bought him. I'm sorry. He's not scoring the goals I expected this season. I know he's getting goals, and I'll still stick by him. Technically, he's woeful. He's got to step up in key positions. I'm fed up now of covering up for players. Martinelli, you can't get 90 minutes out of him. He comes on. When he starts a game, by half-time, he's looking woeful. He's only effective when he comes off the bench. Not good enough. Yeah? You've also then got Trossard. Plays 3-4 games brilliantly, goes missing for 2-3 games. And the fact of the matter is, in games like this as well, Zubimendi goes missing. He plays 1 or 2 good games, then he's defensively woeful when the pressure's on. So yeah, I get Odegaard, and I for one don't want him in the team. I for one would like to see him sold, but there's more than Odegaard not performing at this football club at the moment. And at the end of the day, if we're going to go and win premierships and Champions League, then everyone's got to put an 8, 9 out of 10 performances in. Declan Rice, Gabriel, them Timber, them sort of performances. Because you can look at them three defensively and game in and game out, and there's no flaws. You look at the rest of them, and you can pick holes in pretty much every single game where they've not performed. So these are the sort of games that they all need to step up in, and then they need to step up again against Tottenham in the North London derby. The problem is there is no room for error now. Every game's a cup final. And if you're going into every single game as a cup final, I'm afraid you've got to have everyone on board. And I'm sorry, but for me, it's going to be a tough one tonight. We'll come away probably 2-1 winners, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's a draw, to be honest.
DJB, I just want to ask you one question before we move on. Odegaard, how much would you get for him, and how much do you think we're going to get for him?
I think the club will probably ask for in the region of about 55, 60 million, but I think we're looking at around about 40, 45. Personally, I reckon.
I don't think we'll get 45. Million. I feel like right now.
The thing is, what you got to remember with Odegaard is teams will look at him to do an important role for their team. Now, what we cannot get away from here is you've got to look at the facts under this manager, because I'm telling you now, and you can clip this. If Odegaard goes to Manchester United, you'll see a completely different Odegaard than what he is at Arsenal. Odegaard is not an horrific player. Most players that come to Arsenal that have got flair and talent are made to look bang average. Gyökeres is one. Eze is one. Martinelli should be £100 million player now. He should be an established, absolute baller. You'll probably be lucky to get 30, 35 million for him.
Trossard, right?
Trossard's another one. Jesus has come to the club under this manager. He's looked bang average. He hasn't done what he's meant to do. So you've got to look at the facts. Odegaard is not doing the business for Arsenal. Odegaard's had 2 really, really bad seasons for Arsenal, and his output has not been very, very good. However, clubs will look at Odegaard and go, as a player there, I can do something with this guy. I can get this guy in the positions I need him to be in. You put Odegaard in that Aston Villa team or that Newcastle team under Eddie Howe, and he's half decent. And this is what clubs will look at. Eze, I mean, we're going on about Eze against Wigan. Oh, brilliant through ball. Yeah, well, it's Wigan. But let's be honest, Arteta's done his damn best to actually make him look bang average at this football club. And at the end of the day, he hasn't done it really on a consistent level. When you're playing for Arsenal, and Jez will tell you, because he's watched brilliant players over the years, the same as I have, consistency is key. You've got to have players that are willing to turn out for this football club and put in 8, 9 out of 10 performances week in, week out. There's no carrying players. You didn't carry Patrick Vieira. You didn't carry a Manu Petit. You didn't carry a Tony Adams. You didn't carry, Vieiras. You didn't Henri's. And I'm going back even further, Radfords, Georgie Armstrongs, Liam Brady's, Graham Rickses, all of these men, Unfortunately, we've got players at our football club that's getting away with it. And there's players that are being carried, but then the system don't suit them. The manager doesn't try anything different to try and get them to extend their, how good they are. And then he puts Saka in the 10. Well, Saka's not a 10. Saka was only put in the 10 because Calafiori got injured. If he really, really fought long and hard, Saka should have been in the 10 last season. He should have tried something last season that was a bit different. He should have put Martinelli down the middle last season when we was playing PSG in a semi-final in a Champions League. So you have to think outside the box with this guy. Listen, I'm fed up with it now. I just want to get over the line. I'm not really looking into performances. I'm just looking at 3 points now. I just want the title, and I'm with everyone else. There's no excuses now if he doesn't deliver. None whatsoever.
100%. Manny, we're hearing Shane Guna, big up Shane, man. Thank you for the raid. We're saying Eze can't even get a game when Odegaard, Havertz, Marino are all injured.
Exactly.
What does he need to do to get a game? And how you been?
Yeah, I've been good, brother. First of all, let me start by wishing you and all our Muslim friends around the world, everyone who's watching, very happy Ramadan Kareem. Qad barakallah to all of you, and I hope the Almighty will reward your penance and sacrifice. And it's interesting listening to what DJB was saying about Odegaard possibly being asked to move on. Let's also not forget right now that another player who's been brought to the club by Arteta and who's been given so much PR and literally, has had fans, drooling all over him for little reason whatsoever, is a certain Kai Havertz in that list. Marino, I think, will probably be out for the best part of the remainder of the season, and I don't think his impact's going to be that be anything to really shout about. So there could be a chance that Eze does come back into the team. And one thing about Arteta is that even though there have been times when, say, Gyökeres, for example, hasn't exactly done too well, he's been given more and more chances. He starts to score again. And I completely agree with DJB that his output hasn't really been what you would expect from a much vaunted striker like himself. At least he's starting to score a lot more goals and get a little bit more into the game. And there's a part of me that thinks that if Odegaard is sidelined and asked to leave and Eze still stays, there could be a chance for him. But again, it all depends on what happens in these remaining games, what sort of formation Arteta will pick. And I think we've got the team lineups already out. So once again, Madueke starting. I mean, like, there's a type of schizophrenia. There's a type of schizophrenia. I'm not going to speak any more about it, but there's a type of schizophrenia with this manager, in that you just don't know if he can really recognize, proper talent and proper ability, even if it bites him on his nose. It's just really it's diabolical in every single way possible. And I don't want to talk about the lineup very much, but there is a part of me that would like to think that he will continue to get some more chances. And again, he started Saka, I should say. And Saka, as we all know, has been awarded his big contract, a reward for consistent failure, as many people would say. What's the guarantee that Saka might also prove not to be quite that person? Obviously, it's good to see that he's not being forced to, hug the touchline too often, being asked to drift all the way wide and being asked to do too much running. But it is probably a confession that from Arteta's side that maybe he's overworked him, sort of dropping the ball, as it were, pun intended. I think the jury is still out for Saka in that number 10 region. And one of the things I was saying about it is that I don't want to see Saka in that 10 if it means that Madueke ends up starting. And I would want Martinelli to go onto the right and Trossard on the left. But now coming back to Eze, I think there's a part of me, given that it's really only his first season, which thinks that he will get more chances next season. He certainly will get some more chances before the end of this season because we still have some games to play. in all competitions. Along with Manchester City, we're supposedly on the hunt for a quadruple. Lord knows if we'll get one of these 4 trophies, leave alone all 4 of them. But I think Eze will continue to get some more chances. And one thing which can be guaranteed under Arteta is that more and more players are going to drop like flies. He loves overworking our players to the ground. And that is another reason why I despise him. I want to say big up as well to Shane, because in his breakfast show this morning, we were talking about discussing his press conference and how he was effectively trying to avoid responsibility. And I think Nats and a few others will appreciate this when I say that Arteta's starting to sound a little bit like Orville Burrell. It wasn't me. And we could end up making a song to that same melody describing Arteta very well. But I think there will be some more injuries. I think as we get closer to the season, more players are going to drop out, more players are going to have to be brought in. And whether or not Arteta has the gumption to be able to manage the team to get wins, even with injuries, I don't know. Because if you remember the 2002 season when we won the double, we were having injuries at the worst possible time in certain positions, but Wenger managed that squad quite brilliantly. Even Igor Stepanovs played a big role in that campaign, despite not playing enough games to earn a medal. But Arteta just doesn't have the nows. We know that. He doesn't have the foresight. And quite simply, this person is another manager who's nicking a living. It's as simple as that. All I can hope for with regard to Eze is that he keeps doing what he's doing and just continue to, work hard and hope and pray that one day Arteta will just see some sense and start to, loosen things up a little bit. But until then, and that's what I'm saying. He just has to stay strong and keep working hard, and he will get some chances. And as far as my prediction is concerned, I'm going for a 3-1. I don't want a stinky 2-1 win because it's top playing bottom. And according to BBC Sport, there have been some instances where the bottom side have beaten the top side before. So I don't want to be another statistic. But let's get the win. But I also want to see if we have a good win tonight, it means that we're taking it seriously. But if we scrape through against this bottom team away from home like we did at home, I think that shows that we're not serious. And I'm going to say this right now. If we fail to win tonight, that's it for our title campaign. I'm sorry.
Fair enough, man. Tex, what are you telling me, bro? How you feeling?
Not too bad still, man. Big up to the panel, big up to you, Rashid, as well. Yeah, man, it's just another must win, bruv. You know what I mean? Like every single game that we got to the rest of the season, it's just must wins, bruv. You know what I mean? Can't afford to drop no points. Especially like now we've got Wolves here. And not knowing how like we struggled in the home leg, it's not even really a gimme. You know what I mean? And considering like obviously we battered Wigan on the weekend, but that's Wigan, innit? So I'm not going to take that too seriously. But in the league, we've been struggling recently. You know what I mean? Like the manager hasn't got his selections right. He hasn't got his tactics right. The captain, thank God he's not here. Can't wait for him to be gone. I don't care if he even goes to Man United. I actually don't care. I just want him gone. You know what I mean? So they can have him and good luck to him. You know what I mean? So if that is true, then cool. I don't see us getting 80 million for him, so I don't know where these stories are coming out from, bro, because he ain't worth 80 million, fam. I swear down. He ain't, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't even care how much we get for him. Just get him gone. You know what I mean? And in terms of the lineup, it's interesting because obviously Saka played in the 10 on the weekend, but it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in that position still. But with obviously Rashid's favourite player, Mad Wakely, playing, you know what I mean? He's going to get gas, isn't it, Rashid?
Well, he's not my favourite player, but I still believe that he's better than Saka on the right. I'll be honest, I still believe it. I believe. You get me, Nats? Big up, though. Big up.
Now, hopefully he can do a job today, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we just need to win, bruv. You know what I mean? By any means necessary. Operation win and keep winning W's only. You know what I mean? Because like you guys said, man, if we drop points here, I think the title's done, in my opinion. Because I could just see us capitulating like we normally do. You know what I mean? So, like, this is the chance for these players to stand up. Like Kenny Ken says, like, nuts on the table time. You know what I mean? Time for them to stand up, bro. I swear down, man, because I don't want to see another performance like Brentford, to be honest, today. I really don't, bro, because the Brentford game, we were lucky to even come out with a draw, if we're being honest, bro. Like, we should actually have lost that game. So it's about time, like, we start putting in the performances that we're supposed to. You know what I mean? Because, like, the title's there to win if we really want it. But it's up to these players and this fraudulent manager to actually, like, start putting performances in and get this title over the line, man. Because, look, like, we waited over 20 odd years, bruv. 20 odd years, you know. Like, that's a lifetime. You know what I mean? Certain people weren't even born to see that shit. You know what I mean? That's how long it's been. So, like, it's about time we just get this title over the line, man, because I've waited way too long for this, bro. So, but, yeah, we just need the win, bruv. That's about it, bruv. You know what I mean? And just take care of business, hopefully today, man. So, yeah, man. Just get the win, bruv. Just get the win. Simple as that.
Simple as, bro. I'm trying to get Lily. I just peed it. I don't understand how. But views. What are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, all good, man. Hope everyone's well. Just having some bloody technical problems, so I might even have to back out and let someone else take it. But yeah, man. Just quickly, obviously, because I know there's everyone waiting to speak. Kind of nervous. This was the one that when we had she's not even here now. When we had the show with him, BBK and Realist Dan, I was saying I'm looking at Wolves like that might be the one that trips us up because our problem is not getting up for the bigger teams. Do you know what I mean? But I still expect us to win it. If you want to win the league, and I said that in the last game about Brentford. You know, it's not Bayern, it's not Barcelona, it's Brentford. You know what I mean? And we didn't win it. And I thought we was definitely going to win it, even if it was tight or stinky. 2-1. I said, you know, if you want to win the league, show us. And so the same thing applies today because every game we have to win now. Every game we have to win. So we better get it done. I ain't gonna make too much noise about the team selection. I think you guys know where my thoughts are on that. Penny for Eze's thoughts. Arteta's gonna single-handedly fuck up his World Cup, by the way. Yeah, because how can he not get into a team that don't have no Moreno, Wanyeri, Odegaard, fucking Havertz is not fit, and he still can't get into the team? For Saka, who's been rushed back, by the way. This is if you're trying to tell me Arteta don't have his favourites, give your head a wobble, mate, because you're seeing it in real time, in 4K right now, right? But if you win, yeah. Well, whatever, you go and fuck it, go and win. Go and win. That's all you have to do now because I ain't gonna even, like I said, go on too much about it. But I am saying that he's gonna single-handedly, and you can sit there and say he ain't been good. But why is everyone else allowed to keep playing when they're not good? You answer me that. When you can, honestly, then we might be able to have a conversation. But going back to the game today, I'm a little bit nervous. But to be honest with you, if we're gonna win this title and you can't beat Wolves away, pack it in.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, views. Hola,
Medea, my brother, Medea. Yo, big up everybody on the panel, DJB, Big Man Jez, Tex, Views, all of you, man. Salute to all of you, man, and everybody in the chat, man. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, people. Big up on yourself. Look, I'm telling you right now, man, I'm looking at the situation that's going on at the club. Look, this Odegaard thing, right? I think it's kind of what we've all wanted. Like a lot of people don't really want Odegaard in the team like that. You know, I mean, I don't care what the excuse is, to be honest. Whether it's got injury or the injury is a cover up or whatever. But the fact I think he's being dropped. As I said, I think he's being dropped after the Kairat game. I don't know if people can think back to the game that Kai Havertz and Gyökeres was having in that first half in the Kairat game. I mean, we were sat on the watch along, me and Lee, and we were saying, salute to Matty as well. And we were saying, boy, this is the most service that Gyökeres has received in one half of a game than he has the whole season, right? This is the most services received. And second half turn up, we bring Odegaard on the pitch, and the service dried up. So I went back and checked the interview that Gyökeres made, and he basically snitched on Odegaard. I said, listen, I was having a fantastic game in the first half. Everything was looking nice. And soon as this brother turned up in the second half, everything dead. Right? I started looking at it, and then, bro, after that game, my man didn't turn up in the next game. And then the next game. And I'm thinking, hold on, what's going on here? Then he came on in Brentford game, didn't get the armband. I said to Leah, yo, you notice that? Look at this. They ain't giving back the armband. What's going on here? 2-2s now. We're going to consider that equalizer. I didn't even see the initial kick. I didn't see the initial kick. Right? And Lee said, look at that guy over there. The fucking Odegaard right here. If that ball didn't go in, we just considered a fucking penalty. We've just considered a penalty. And this is the liability that this brother has been for the longest. My pet peeve with him ain't even the whole hair flick thing and red hair like them other man them are dealing with it. My thing is the amount of touches that he takes before releasing the pass, because that causes unlimited problems for us. Because when you're holding onto the ball for so long, I'm talking with there's time we sit there and we do Odegaard watch. We there 5-10 minutes just watching this guy. He's either hiding or holding onto the ball too long. You know what I'm trying to say? And when you do that, you shut down the passing lanes for your team, because the opposition are reset themselves. They gain composure, they reset themselves, they got this defensive structure off, and there's nowhere else for us to go. And that's why, to me, Odegaard in this team is holding this team back. I don't care where he goes, to be honest. I don't care if he goes to United, if he goes back to Norway, if he goes to Bayern. I couldn't care less where he goes. You know what I mean? For me, I think his days are numbered at this club. And fair play to the manager for at least listening to one of his new signings that he told, bro, you need to be able to go without goals for donkeys. You need to have a goal fast. You know what I mean? Like, just go and learn how to be without scoring for 8-10 games. Otherwise, you go and find yourself another club, right? So, in a way, I'm looking at it and saying, you know what? I'm kind of happy that he's taking what Gyökeres has said or whatever's going on in the dressing room. I don't know, but I think that was the catalyst to it after that Kairat game. And in terms of the gameplay that we're chasing now, we got Wolves tonight. It's a must-win game in the grand scheme of things, and we keep saying, look, with this shit should have been wrapped up, should have been dusted. And you know when you're playing with your food, and your mother come and slap you around the back of your head top and say, boy, you better yam your food, you know. Why are you fucking about with your food for? That's what we've been doing. We've been playing around with our food. You know what I mean? We need to get serious now because we're on the back stretch of the season now. This is the business end. And every game has to be taken seriously beginning tonight. And I still say it, that game in March, Wembley, is the most important game of the fucking season for me, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm within one game away from silverware, from medals, yeah? And the team that we're going to be playing. I mean, I've been looking at this City team. All right, the Fulham game, maybe not so much. The Liverpool game, they were shit. I keep saying, I'm looking at this City team, man. I ain't really trembling. I'm not really trembling like that when I look at this City team. Yeah? So I expect us, again, when we button them, to deal with them. You know what I mean? Important games coming up. Wolves tonight, we got to go out and put a performance in. You know what I mean? Get the result that we need to get. And I know people are saying, oh yeah, I heard DJB said it earlier on, I'm not really looking at performances no more. I'm just looking at results. And that may be right. That may be all good. Because at one point, Lord knows, I was a result merchant myself. I love results, yeah? But in the competitions that we're in right now, we need kind of performances to go with it. We need performances to go with it so we know it's sustainable to the end of the season. We're still in February, yeah? End of May is like 3.5 months away, right? So we need performances to go with what we're trying to do. And these games are going to come thick and fast. The one thing that's worrying me is the recurring injury to some of these players that we have. What's causing these injuries? Why are these players dropping like flies every now and again? I've got to give a little bit of credit to our medical team. They have them back as quick as possible. But what's causing these injuries in the first place? Because a lot of these injuries ain't even impact injuries. These are muscle injuries. And they keep happening. They keep happening. We need to find a way to get around it. But right now, I like the position we're in. We're still top of the league. We're doing well in Europe. In the Cups, it looks like they're taking it seriously. Last season, I was fucking pulling my hair out after we fucking lost to United. Fucking 10-man United at home with that fucking dickhead you lot call a captain. Yeah? Fucking missing fucking penalties. You know what I mean? Fucking missing penalties. Yeah, Lee's captain. Yeah, I got you, Lee. Yeah, you're captain, blood. Yeah? Missing fucking penalties at home, man. You know what I mean? Fucking got us knocked out of the fucking FA Cup last night. Bro, I was fuming. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I wanted this brother gone, man. And now that it looks like these stories that keep coming out every day, it looks like he's not going to go away. And I'm loving it. You know what I mean? Go stick out Man United, man. I don't care. But yeah, we got to get them results tonight. Win, like Tech said. That's the name of the game right now. And I expect this team to now go out and handle the pressure that's in front of them because it ain't going to get easier. This back stretch of the season, this is where you separate the boys from the men. You know what I mean? Or the men from the boys, whichever way you want to look at it. So, yeah, man, I'm going to pass the mic to the next brother, but salute to you.
Salute, bro. Salute. Lee, we got a friend in the comments. First of all, I got robbed by StreamYard. Fucking StreamYard, bro. So when it says 10, it's full. So somebody's trying to get in, but it's full. It says upgrade. So automatically, I thought that upgrade means more people, but
upgrade means more money, bro. Come on, dog. I said more people.
Because why would you say that then? Why would you say that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Listen, big up to you, Lee, for being here, man. And there's a certain friend of ours in the comment section goes by the name of Tony Claude. You know what I'm saying? He's
come collect your captain, son.
Go on, Lee. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. Big ups to the panel. Big ups to everyone here, man. Big ups to everyone locked in. I don't know why Newcastle is still attacking 5-1 up away from home.
Yeah.
But there we go. It is what it is. Who knew? But yeah, starting 11, predictable. We knew that Saka was going to be in the 10 because it worked against Wigan. Yeah, it'll probably work tonight. We'll probably win. Hopefully we'll win. But yeah.
But Lee, do you think it worked because Eze was with him and they kind of like shared the responsibility?
I think it worked because it was Wigan, Rashid. They're 22nd in League One. Yeah, us not on this panel plus one other could have banged them. Let's be real with it.
Nice.
Yeah, there's 10 of us on here. Add one out. Get Tony Claude out the chat. Yeah, whack him in goal. Yeah, and I started just going to have a kick about.
Why would you think
Rashid's up front.
Why is he the one that goes
Rashid's the striker, Malpai. Jez will be the Roman. Jez will be like Bergkamp, just like picking the Ivan Needle with the passes. You know, I'll be Odegaard hiding.
Yeah, but just put me where Timber plays, man. You know what I mean? Put me where Timber plays.
The problem is though, your hair's not long enough, so you can't do the flicks, I'm afraid.
Lee, you'll be on the sideline with your smoking. We're gonna smoke Wigan pack.
Yeah, but no, I think we'll win. Yeah, after seeing the starting 11, I think we'll win. If 2-3-0, I'll go 3-0. Yeah, if they score, it's a joke. They're not good. They're bottom for a reason. And albeit that they've not been getting slapped every week now, they're still losing. Yeah, it's just losing by less. So we've got to put a statement.
Yeah, but does the home game worry you, Lee?
yes and no. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. What worries me is the fact that, like, yeah, okay, cool, we got the win. Sorry, yeah. What worries me is, like I was saying on with Hughes and with Shane, like, it's the games against these types of teams. Like, we should have beaten Sunderland with 2-1 up. We didn't sit back, park the bus, bring a defender on, concede. There's 2 points dropped. Yeah, Forest away to go 9 points clear. Yeah, we didn't do nothing. One Saka header that keeper made a worldie from. Yeah, there's another 2 points. So that put us 8 points clear. Brentford away. We're just all singing, all dancing, best team in Europe, best everything, best manager, best of everything in the world. Another 2 points dropped. Yeah, so we should be genuinely 10 points clear right now. Yeah, and that's not without the Liverpool game, the Chelsea away game, like Man City at home, Liverpool at home, Liverpool away, etc. We should have walked this league already. And if we'd done some of these things in them previous games, Man City would have given up. Let's just be real with it. They would have given up. And it's not even.
They wouldn't even have bought Semenyo or Gay. They would have just for what's the point? That was the cycle we was supposed to put them in. Sorry to cut you, Lee, man. But
No,
you're
they
right,
would have
man.
bought them in the summer, Ola. They would have bought them in the summer.
Or what they would have done is they maybe still would have brought them, but if we was like 12 points clear, which we could have and should have been, they might still have brought them and just gone, F it, we'll go Champions League. Yeah, just go all out for the champs. I don't think they're good enough to win
We
it.
should have bought them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, but
I mean, we've got defenders now.
There was a time back in the day, like where teams would actually buy certain players just so that other teams couldn't buy that.
Exactly.
Like we did with Eze, with Spurs.
Chelsea used to do that.
Yeah, we bought Eze because Spurs wanted him. We nicked him off them, and then like now you can't even start against fucking Wolves.
What's that player that City bought from fucking Leeds? Kyler Phillips. Yeah, he's another one. They just bought him just for the heck of it, bro. Like,
you know what? And you know what? And I think to your point, I think we were even linked with Calvin Phillips just because we never had like a proper DM like at that time.
And this is the thing that winds me up with this team, though. It's like Eze's not playing. Why? Like, he played well at the weekend. Give him a run of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a run of games. Like, you look at our bench here, we've got 3 attackers on the bench, the rest are defenders. Yeah, it's like, just coming on to the captain as well. Just coming on to the captain as well, yeah? Yeah, glad everyone's caught up. Yeah, you've got an agenda. You're laughing on it, yeah? But glad everyone's caught up. You've got an agenda against the captain. No, I called it out from early. He's rubbish, mate. Yeah, don't be fooled by that 15-goal season. Same with a lot of these players. They have little purple patches and our fans get gassed. Yeah, the amount of people that have asked me in my chat since that Wigan game, Lee, what do you reckon about playing Saka in the 10? Cool, do it against Man City away. Do it against Bayern Munich if we get them. Yeah, do it against a top team. Yeah, we're supposed to beat Wigan, and we did. We did our job. We're supposed to batter them. Yeah, and we did. Yeah, we'll probably beat Wolves tonight. Yeah, with him in the 10. Then everyone will get even more gas. The manager's a serial liar. He sat there and said he's wanted to do it for ages. Cool, why didn't you do it when we were slapping Sheffield United then? Home and away. Why didn't you do it when we were beating West Ham 4-0 in 20 minutes? Why didn't you do it when we were playing Lons 4-0 up in 20 minutes? We had multiple opportunities to do this. 3-0 up and you're bringing him off the bench in a cup game. Yeah, why didn't you do it then? Instead, yeah, he had to do it in that game because he needed to rest some of the other players. Yeah, and then obviously Calafiori gets injured, so it's shit. Okay, cool, I'll have to do that now. Yeah, this guy lands on his feet. Yeah, and his 9 lives are running out, mate. Yeah, because at the end of the season, if he don't win that league, yeah, there's going to be an awful lot of upset Arsenal fans that have been backing this for 6 years. Yeah, we're 2,027 days since we last won a trophy. Yeah, and this is why I keep calling out, and Ola, you do it, you guys do it, the chat. That's why we keep calling out these cups. The League Cup's now the most important fucking trophy for us this season. Yeah, now all the people that have said they only want the majors now want the League Cup. Funny that, isn't it? Yeah. Funny that. Yeah. Newcastle, the one thing I'll give Newcastle credit for, yeah. Last couple of seasons, Eddie Howe got him, steadied the ship, got him in the Champions League, but since then he's took the cup serious. Yeah, he's took him serious. Yeah, he won it. Got to a semi again this year. Yeah, he's in the next round of the FA Cup and he's banging Karabag 5-1 away. He's taking it serious. They could have been 10-0 up at half-time. They absolutely slapped them. It was like watching Prime Barcelona first half. They had 17 shots, 12 on target, 5 goals.
Operation Save the Cup.
Lee, can I just come in, right? Can someone tell me, even though Saka ain't firing on all cylinders, can someone tell me Madueke deserves to get his place over Saka, and Eze not playing in a 10. Why the fuck did we buy Eze? Let's be real here. Why have we bought Eze?
DJB,
why have we bought Eze?
I'll tell you
How
what.
on earth is no input Nonny managed to take? He's taken Eze out the team, and he's now put Saka in the 10.
Oh, what a
because there
6-1.
there is a rift with Odegaard, without a doubt. That's not injury. I agree with whoever said it. I can't remember who said it. It's definitely not injury. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, you've got Madueke on the right and Saka in the 10.
DJB, that's what I was going to say.
DJB, the thing is with, at least for me, with Bukayo Saka, it's been evident this season that you can't play out on the right. Not that he ever could that well anyway, but you don't have the legs to do all the tracking back that this manager wants him and everyone else that plays out wide to do. Bukayo Saka don't have the legs anymore. This manager's killed him. He's ruined him. That's why, even when he had to do it, to play.
Hold on, based on what you said there just now, how are you feeling about his contract?
Oh, the contract.
Oh,
nah, mate. Nah.
This is why Saka's in the 10, because he's in his contract now, isn't it?
Well, hang on a second.
he has to play every game now, isn't it?
What has he done for the past 2 years? What the hell has he done? He's done nothing.
But this is it.
And he was already on the goal bonus. What is it, 100, 150k, 200k, whatever the fuck it is, right? The guy can't run. He can barely walk, bruv. He can barely walk. You know, I'll be amazed if he plays right wing consistently for the rest of the season. Newsflash, he won't. He won't.
Certainly to the question as far as why Eze continues to be iced out of the squad and why Nani continues to get a place in the squad simply goes back to the fact that Arteta had went to Stamford Bridge to sign Nani Madueke and never wanted Eze, simply because we all knew that he wanted Nico Williams instead. Right. And it all is, I mean, this is a basic calculation of who the manager prefers. You know, like we know, right? We know whose modus operandi it is to go to Stamford Bridge and pick out the worst rubbish that they have, you know, and then come back to Arsenal and repackage it as, you know, as some type of, you know, like groundbreaking deal. It's not Andrea Berta that's going to sign Nani Madueke. It's Arteta. You know, like, but the reason why we signed Eze, it was the same reason that we signed Gyökeres. Those were two signings that were always going to be a post Arteta signing, rather for a future after Arteta. You know, like so what those two signings have also done is expose Arteta to be the incompetent manager that he is, simply because we signed one of the most informed strikers in Europe, and then additionally we signed a Premier League proven player that had just done the bits over at Crystal Palace. And for the fact that neither of them are hitting the heights that they ought to be is a reflection of the manager itself. So so certainly I think it's, you know, I was really hoping, you know, that Arteta would at least find a little modicum of humility to go to Eze and say, you know what, I apologize for completely ruining your season this year, ruining your chances to go to the World Cup. We are going to be sending Martin Odegaard down to the U23s. Won't see him again. This 10 role is now yours. You know, like light it up. You know, like basically giving him the service that he gave to 29 all those years ago when he first arrived. You know, like grabbing him by the neck. You know, like and showing him off to the world. Yeah, like we've been screwing around, and well, more importantly, Arteta has been screwing around, and it's at our demise.
Yeah, and that's a great point as well, right? And I said this earlier on the show I did about Saka's contract. Yeah, the fact he's on 300 grand a week, cool, whatever. Yeah, how much are you actually bringing into the club? Yeah, and when you break down that deal, it's 70. If it's a 5-year deal, it's 75 million a year. Yeah, there or thereabouts, right? It costs that to go and get a player. So I kind of get it. Business sense, it makes sense. Yeah, and we didn't pay a fee for him. He came through the academy. When you compare this to the 29 deal, we've paid the fee and we're paying him 280. That's without bonuses for goal scoring, assists, appearances, whatever the bonuses may be. Yeah, that's 132 million over the length of his deal. So when you look at it like that, it's actually all right with Saka. Yeah, but then you look at the performances over the last 2 years. He's been rubbish. Yeah, he came off the bench against Brentford and didn't want the ball. He was just hiding on the touchline. He did not want it. Yeah, it was an
couldn't run,
embarrassment.
man.
No, he can't. And when you look at the captain, I said strip him with the armband now. And I've had people saying to me, "I'll be a derail the season." Cool. Well, Marius FC signed Bobby Firmino. Yeah, they signed Bobby Firmino. They then signed Ivan Toney. Yeah, after Firmino had scored that trick, he was captain, by the way. Firmino. They then said, "No, you ain't playing in the league anymore. Yeah, we need to register Ivan Toney, mate. Yeah, and Galeno. Yeah, so you can play the Champions League games. That's it." Yeah, they've done, and Al Hilal have just done the same with Darwin Núñez, by the way, because they signed Benzema. Yeah, he ain't in their squads for the league games. Darwin Núñez is only in the Champions League squads. Yeah, so why can these other clubs make big decisions? How can Stevie G go into Aston Villa and take Tyrone Mings' captain's armband off him? How can this manage to take the armband off of Aubameyang midway through a season? Yeah, but he can't do it with a captain now. Make that make sense? Yeah, because for me, this guy, he's been winging it for 6 years. We all know that, yeah? Right? Yeah. But when you look at some of the decisions he's made, Aaron Ramsdale, the way he fucked him off out the club. Yeah, and our fans were fuming, singing Ramsdale's song against Tottenham, while David Raya's in goal and then Son scores. Yeah, but we're negative. No, you're in the ground, mate. You're singing Aaron Ramsdale's name. Does anyone want Ramsdale back? Does anyone want Zinchenko back? When people tell me about Odegaard being he's crucial to how we play. Well, so was Zinchenko, mate. How did that work out? Yeah, he's now out injured for the rest of the season. 6-7 months he's out for now.
1 million.
One game.
Yeah, 1 million. One game. First game, he's now out injured 7 months. Sad, really. But at the end of the day, who's the other one? Fabio Vieira. Maybe what we should do is phone up Hamburg, say we'll have him back, and you can have Odegaard for the rest of the season. Yeah, because I'll tell you what, he's playing better at Hamburg than Odegaard is at Arsenal. So why don't we bring the next Bernardo back? Everything this manager has done is premeditated, it's scummy, and he's a serial liar. Yeah, and if he don't get over the line this season, listen, I'll take the League Cup. I've said that all along. I know a lot of you don't agree with that. That's cool. Yeah, I'll take the League Cup and keep him. Yeah, next season he'll be sacked anyway because it ain't going to happen. Yeah, if he wins the League Cup, cool. But there's a lot of people that have put their flag to the mast and said majors only. Yeah, majors only. Cool. Yeah, the League Cup, we don't want the energy drink cup. Cool, you won't be watching the final then. Like, you won't want a ticket for the game then. Yeah, because you'll be stopping somebody who does want that getting a ticket. And it's like everything this fan base have done is based off of the manager's lies and the constant PR from the journalists. I use that word loosely. Yeah, he sat in a press conference the other day and said only Dowman and 29 are out injured. Less than 6 hours later, Ornstein's posting out that, it was Dowman and Marino. Less than 6 hours later, Ornstein's saying 29's out for maybe a month. Oh, he knew that in the press conference, so why didn't we tell us that? Yeah, then we go to the game and Saliba's not playing. Like, make this all make sense. Then Ben White goes down injured. Well, who fucking knew? Calafiori was injured in the warm-up. Who knew? Yeah, Calafiori's done about 200 odd days out injured since he's been here. Yeah, but Kieran Tierney was injury prone. Nicolas Pepe, get rid of him. Well, Saka's playing worse than Pepe ever did. Let's just be real with it. He was our top scorer one season, Pepe. They wanted him gone. If your face fits, your face fits at this club. Yeah, it's jarring. How about pick players based on performance and merit? Yeah, Eze should be starting this game. But again, comes back to what you guys have been saying. This manager has now found another new toy, another new gimmick that this fan base are gussing up, Saka in the 10. So now, Eze's dropped. You can hold bench. Declan, you're in the 8. Zubi in the 6. Oh, I'll put Madueke over there. Why not put Martinelli over there? Because he's played all right at right wing. Yeah?
Exactly.
True.
This manager is going to live and die on his decisions. You know, whether it's Havertz, whether it's making Odegaard captain, which he never should have been. Do you know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on. And his talent ID, what you were alluding to, Doc, earlier, is nothing short of disgraceful. I mean, how the hell can you go to Porto, pay 35 mil for Fabio Vieira, yeah? The next Bernardo Silva and all of that crap, when PSG got fucking Vitinha for a few mil less? You know what that screams of? That screams of Xhaka and N'Golo Kante. Yeah. The package was cheaper. All of that bollocks. Get fucked. Like get fucked. A lot of these fans as well that have been backing this shit, you're part of the problem. For me personally, if he wins the League Cup and or the FA Cup, I still want him gone. Because I'm thinking long term, innit? I'm thinking long term of this football club. We bought Ebriezer for a reason. We bought Gyökeres for a reason. Yeah. Even Zubimendi, to a much lesser degree, we still bought him for a reason, innit? I know it was more Arteta signing, but it is what it is. He can play a role, just not the role that he's been playing right now. And again, all paths back to the manager. This manager has killed these players, not just mentally, but physically as well. And we're seeing it now. We're absolutely seeing it now. Because one thing's for sure, we don't win the league, he's gone. For me, as far as I'm aware, if we just win the League Cup and or FA Cup, but we don't win the league, we don't win the champ, I still think he's gone as well.
Tough customer, bro. Tough customer.
Why do you think we got Berta bought Michele in from Napoli? Do you know what I'm saying? Most of our board, along with Vinay, going to the toilet bowl, going to top Spurs and all of that. Masterstroke, but you know, it is what it is.
Sorry, not to be rude, but Jez got a bounce. Jez, give us a little bit what you think for the game, and your prediction is still 3-0 after seeing the lineup.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with 3-0. I think we just got too much for Wolves, I'm afraid. I'm confident with 3-0, and I'm going to stick by it. If I make a prediction, I'm sticking by it. I'm not going to change my mind. And that's the way I am. But enjoy the game, boys. And
big up, Jez. Big up yourself, Jez. Salute to you, big man, Jez.
Big up, Jez.
Take care of yourself, sir. Yeah. Enjoy.
Very quickly, just finish what I was saying, and then I'll shut up. Yeah. The ultimate point is that this manager is on his last legs. This is last chance saloon for him. He's already gone past the crossroads, as I've mentioned before. If he don't do what's required to get us over the line, he's out of it. Game over. This ain't Call of Duty. This ain't Battlefield where you get the respawns and all of that shit. It's over. It's over as far as I'm aware. You know, but again, this manager will revert to type. There's, you know, Ola, you do the UFC and all of that. I watch a bit of boxing here and there. You know, everyone will revert to type when everyone's being pushed to the corner.
To the limit, yeah. You go back to what you know.
Everyone reverts to type, and that is exactly what this manager has done. He's reverted to type. He's reverted to his favourites, but because Odegaard is clear for everyone to see that he can't do it, he never could do it. Now he has to go, oh, well, you know, oh, maybe, just put Saka in the 10. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't do it.
He goes off of what the general consensus on the internet is. If you notice when you see the press conferences, the questions that he gets asked in press conferences are based off the general consensus on the internet. Why is it before the Brentford game there was not a single question about Brentford? It was all about what's it called? Thomas Frank getting sacked. Thomas Frank being sacked. Do you think 8 months is long enough in the project? Is that a long enough time to implement your style of play and this and that? All led by Canton, by the way, because he was asking them questions. And it's all about, is it long enough? Does it need more time and blah, blah, blah to implement that? You're literally sat right in front of a manager who took 6 months to win an FA Cup, mate. Proof it don't take fucking time. Don't take time. But again, it weren't about the press conference for Brentford, and neither of any of these press conferences pre-match here. They're not about the game. It's about getting him pushed out there as the greatest thing ever. Getting the players as the greatest thing ever. The problem is the fan base universally right now don't want Odegaard in this team at all. So now he's made that decision. He ain't injured. There's nothing wrong with the guy. There's nothing wrong with him. But he's now going off of what the fans want. And this is why every time he's in a press conference, you all hear it, you all see the transcripts and that. He always talks about, guys, bring your shin pads. Oh, guys, we need you there at 2:30 for 3 o'clock, guys. Make it electric energy, guys. Bring the light bulb, guys. The fans are the feeling within the fans. The fans are, they got us over the line, the fans. That's because he knows that them fans in that fucking stadium will get him sacked. And he is extremely lucky, this guy. That run we had in lockdown, there was no fans there where we had 1 win in 11 and getting banged by Dean Smith's Villa, Fulham, Wolves, Burnley, Leicester. If there was fans in that ground, he would have been gone. He's so lucky, this guy. Everything about this guy's tenure at this club, has been so jammy, it's crazy. And he ain't won nothing. Apart from the FA Cup, and done $1 billion after that and won nothing. So, listen. I've only ranted and raved about 4 or 5 games this season. Yeah.
You're quite positive. You're quite positive.
I predicted a win.
Level-headedly. Level-headedly. Big up, man. Big up. DJB needs to bounce. DJB,
Yeah, I've
thank you
got
for
to
being
bounce,
here.
get some food, and then watch the game. I'll leave you with this, guys. If Kai Havertz was fit, Saka wouldn't be in the 10 tonight.
I agree.
Yeah,
Right.
If Odegaard weren't public enemy number 1,
if you're all
he
thinking,
wouldn't be playing him either.
if you're all thinking this is a masterclass, then I'm sorry. Havertz would have been in the 10. Saka would have been on the right. Madueke. And I'll leave another one with this as well. I don't know why Martinelli's starting over Trossard on the left, because Martinelli can't play for 90 minutes. But there you go. And you can already predict the subs right away. Gyökeres is coming off for Jesus, and Trossard's coming off for Martinelli. There's your substitutions before the game even starts.
DJB, sir, with Arteta, we've seen enough of him to know that with Arteta, it is never a masterclass. He's not even a master.
It's going to be 2-1 Arsenal, but don't be surprised if it ends up the draw. That's all I'm saying. Take it easy, boys.
Why are Newcastle still attacking at 6-1 up? I thought that was illegal.
Take care, guys. Bless. Take
care.
care.
Take care, DJ. Big up to you, man. Jamboy, tell us a little bit what you think, man. You've been quiet today. You've been quiet.
Yeah, my memory's terrible. Every time someone says something, I have to say it there and then, or I'll forget. But in terms of Saka,
stop being polite. Just cut everyone off like I do.
No, I've got manners. No, I don't. No. On a serious note, right? It just goes to show how bad Saka's been when he's putting Noni at right wing and playing him in the 10, and it goes to show just how much he don't rate Eze by putting Saka there instead of him. If he carries on playing Saka on the right wing, his hamstring's going to go ping again, because he's going to want him up and down. So,
I should be said.
How long's Madueke going to be playing on the right wing before he has a hamstring problem?
He's already been injured. He's already been injured this season.
Yeah, he's shoehorning Saka in the team to so he don't have to play Eze there. I mean, Eze weren't bad the other night, and it was Wigan, but it seems like when Eze has a good game, he drops him. He done it in the with Tottenham. He doesn't like players that can win games on their own. He wants it to be a team effort, and that's the problem why we'll never sign players like Cazorla, Ozils. We'll never get those sort of players again. All the time he's here. I'm with Nats. If he wins just the Carabao Cup, I want him gone anyway. I want him gone because he keeps injuring players. He's an absolute coward in certain big games. And the biggest problem I've got with Arteta is the reason why we're so good defensively is because he gets everyone behind the ball. There's not a balance between attack and defence.
Yeah.
When we get all the
we
players
sacrifice the attack for the defence.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why our defence is so good. I'd rather concede a few more goals and be more attacking at times. But he just won't do it. There needs to be a balance. And getting 10 behind the ball is the reason why we've lost that quick counter-attacking to go and score up the other end. Yeah. What he does is he'll play three fridges in the midfield, and it's just all defensive. I'd rather have two CDMs at times and allow one of them to join in with the attack, so you've got 5 and 5. But he just wants it. He's so concentrated on defence, and that's the reason why our attack stinks. There's not one player in our attack that I've watched recently that think he could win us the game. There's not one. And Saka's finished in terms of being the player he used to be. I've never thought Saka was as good as everyone thought he was. I've never thought he was. I think Saka's finished. And another problem we've got is if we want to try and sign other big players in the future, they're going to now demand the sort of money that Saka's on. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they're not going to join. And then another thing with Odegaard, who's gonna pay big money for Odegaard when he's on 240 grand a week? Who else is going to pay that?
We're going to have to subsidize. We're going to have to subsidize the wages.
How many players have we got with scars all over their bodies? If this manager don't win the league, the league this season, that's easier. Yeah, it's probably easier to answer. Like, it's embarrassing. Yeah, the next manager that comes in, if they don't win the league this season, you've got so many players that have been here for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years now. Yeah, that have not got over the line, not got over the line. Gabriel, Saliba, Martinelli, Saka, Raya, Rice. Yeah, they've been here 3 years minimum.
Injury prone.
To keep getting over the hurdle and then not getting over the hurdle, you don't that close, you're mentally gone. He then goes, the next manager comes in, is left with a team full of fucking scars, and players that are mentally shot to pieces. And now that manager has the toughest job of trying to convince them to go again. Yeah, and this is where Emery fucked up. Yeah, because he got them bought into it, but I say fucked up. I make him right trying to win that Europa League because that'll get you a trophy and you get Champions League. We won't win the league, let's be real.
Mate, when we lost that Europa League.
But when you get into that final, you have to win it, man. Oh, that should have been sick. They could have won this game 15, by the way.
But certainly to your point, I've for a little bit of time, I've already, analyzed the psychological disorders that this manager has, right? This manager is traumatized to the bone, rather dating back from his time playing for us back in 2013, 2014, and 2015, 2016, when he was centrally composite of the squads that bottled league titles back then. So now as a manager, he has impressed all of those experiences onto an entire squad. But we haven't even talked about the psychological hurdle that the squad has, because certainly to your point, we have now bottled back-to-back league titles, but we've also finished second 3 times in a row. Imagine if we finished second or even worse going into that 4th season. Those players are going to be psychologically
some of them bottled top 4 as well to Conte.
For sure,
that's when he should have gone.
And simultaneously, there is such a massive psychological hurdle that they have that is probably keeping them up at night just as much, thinking, well, if we don't get over the line this year, will I ever get over the line as a player to lift up silverware? This squad and this manager is under so much pressure, but unfortunately, it is entirely because of this manager that they're under so much pressure.
That's why he's took the cup seriously this season. That's why he's took the cup seriously.
He knows he's got to win.
Yeah, because he knows he's fucked. Not only that, when Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo and all these players and Militao, and then you've got Gabriel Martinelli, Jesus, and Gabby Magalhaes all going international break. They're all seeing serial winners. Then you got Saka going to England duty. You're seeing Jude Bellingham. He's won it. Champions League, everything. You're seeing Foden, who's got 6 league titles. He's won 18, 19 trophies, same age, there or thereabouts.
Saliba going to France.
You're seeing Harry Kane. Yeah, Saliba going to France. You're seeing Camavinga, Tchouameni, Mbappe. You're seeing Dembele. You're seeing Elise. Yeah, they're all in group chats. Yeah, you've seen Anthony Gordon win a trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka's going international break. He's seeing Anthony fucking Gordon and Wharton winning trophies. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Yeah, enough's enough of this. Yeah, win.
Even Odegaard with Norway, with Ireland.
Oscar Bob, bro. Not even Haaland. Oscar Bob, bro. I know he's injured, bro. Whatever. But
you got Cole Palmer in the England squad. He's won everything at City and he's won 2 at Chelsea.
There's something that I wanted to bring back as well, Lee. You mentioned earlier on about these players with all these scars and everything on their body, but nobody is thinking about the scars that the fucking fans are fucking carrying. Yeah, at least they get paid for their fucking scars. Yeah. What about us? Like every time we drop, look at how rattled, how fucking the fans are fucking going on a panic thing because of how many times we've been through these situations. Because of how many times we've been through these situations, and that's the thing. Who's looking after our scars? They're getting 300 bags for their scars per week. Yeah, I've always said it. People that know me and see me on all these streams, I say all the time. Every single one of these players are mercenaries, bruv. When they're ready to go, they will go. They'll get paid to serve their causes. That's it. That's all these players are mercenaries. Like I got no affinity for any player, bro. Yeah, them days are dead, bro.
Facts.
Long gone. This is why we get so upset with Arteta still being here. Because all the time these players are, we know that they're all right as a team, but all the time Arteta's here and he's failing and we keep giving him chances. the more chances you give him, the more likely them players are to fuck off.
Yeah,
and do you see this other thing as well, and the way they're trying to spin this Odegaard thing as well, right? And I'm embarrassed for this fucking fan base for the way they went for the. I got no love for no player. Yeah, you have to fucking dig that with Tommy. What's wrong with you, Alex, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man was in love with Tommy, bro. He ditched him real quick for Timber,
stop your noise, man. Tommy's dead to me, blood. What up to? Yeah.
So mate, he's not even injured, like.
So you're looking at this fan base, yeah, and the way they attacked fucking Tony Adams, yeah, when he said Rice should be the one with the fucking armband. This whole fucking Odegaard fucking
100.
spin that they're talking about, yeah, they're now talking about, we're gonna give the armband to Rice, yeah. When Tony Adams fucking brought that up, he got attacked. He got fucking bro. You can't be fucking just because the fucking manager's done stuff. You don't mean that's fucking gospel.
You see,
you know what I mean?
That is exactly the reason why Pillow continues to see the pitch side as well as wear the armband, simply because we know that Arteta likes to present himself as this infallible, omnipotent narcissist of a genius. And if he were to admit anything, right, even the smallest microcosm of of something being wrong, and to admit fault, that chips away at that narrative that he is something of an unmistakable genius.
He's fooling them with his fan base. He's fooling them.
Yeah, but the thing is, people will get gassed up by the words that he uses. Yeah, like. He's talking about the warm-ups and all of this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I Googled what the warm-up in fucking rugby is called. Yeah, because we're using all that shit soon. Yeah, I swear down. I'm not even lying. The warm-up in rugby, yeah? I can't remember what word he used. Yeah, but the warm-up in rugby, yeah, is fucking something else. Yeah, let me find it if I can real quick. I ain't got it.
By the way, Doctor, it's not omnipotent. He's just impotent.
Well,
and for the comment earlier that said Saka's scars, yeah, Saka's had a cesarean, mate. So like that's the only scar he's got.
Odegaard's got one of them and all, hasn't he?
Yeah, what's the warm up in rugby called? Yeah, watch this. Yeah, guarantee you by the end of next season, in fact, not even that late. Yeah, I guarantee he starts using this terminology. Warm up in.
Ramp?
Yeah, ramp. See, yeah, rugby called. Yeah, watch this, lads. This is fucking funny. The warm up in rugby, yeah, is absolutely hilarious, right? So they call it the ramp. Yeah. What's it? Where is it? Yeah, the ramp. So they have primers. Yeah, so primers. He'll start using primers as the terminology soon. Yeah.
You already got finishers.
Yeah, well, he's mentioned finishers again tonight.
Yeah, this is why I created a practice here at London Coney Renal Center. I mean, like this fucking a-hole manager, like this right here has been the most entertainment that I have had under Mikel Arteta's regime. Creating a sock puppet account here at a sock puppet location, rather to treat Arteta sexuals to pull their head out of this manager's ass. Like it's absolutely crazy.
Do you know what this
means? We got ramp, yeah. R means raise. Increase body temperature, heart rate, and blood flow. Typical drills, jogging, skipping, blah, 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 yeah? A, activate. Turn on key muscles, glutes, core, shoulders, whatever, yeah? Right? M, mobilize. Move joints through their full range of motion. P, potentiate. Shift to 100% intensity and explosive power. So ramp, yeah, is the pre-match warm-up. Yeah, it says here, yeah, it's the standard 4-step framework used by rugby coaches, yeah, in warm-ups and so on and so forth to ensure players are physically warm, mentally focused, and neurologically primed for contact. Yeah, he's going to start using this shit and he's going to start talking about that, and everyone's going to go, "Oh yeah, he got injured in the ramp."
Lord,
Calafiori was injured in the ramp.
The other thing is if he does start using that terminology, the media will be saying it was him that come up with it.
Yeah. Oh, he's a genius. He's a genius.
Yeah.
From rugby, yeah.
Fucking idiot, man.
Lee, you know this, Rashid, and all of that. Manny, you definitely know. I used to play the fucking game, yeah? I never once heard that shit. Maybe I didn't play it long enough. It is what it is. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd be playing in the fucking Six Nations or whatever. But it is what it is.
You didn't play under Mikel. That's why you never heard of it.
Oh, what was your position, Nat?
Coaches, bro. I've played under shit coaches. Not many, but I know what they look. I know what a shit coach looks like. Innit?
What was your position?
My position?
Yeah. In rugby.
I played wing, centre. I played once fullback. Okay. Never again. Fullback is literally sweeper for football. Last line of defense.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to catch. You got to kick. You got to run.
That's Jokeres.
Yeah. For me, it's like winger.
So there's another one that he could use, yeah, which is something he definitely will use. This is 100% him as well, yeah. Attention. Yeah, in rugby, attention refers to the cognitive ability of players and coaches to selectively focus on relevant stimuli, such as the ball, the opponent's positioning, and tactical opportunities, while ignoring distractions. Yeah, it is a foundational mental skill that directly impacts decision-making, reaction time, and overall match performance. So that's the warm-up, basically. Yeah, but it's attention, guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah, attention.
Oh, he loves that, doesn't he?
Guarantee he'll start using them fucking terms.
Of course he will. This manager is a Mr. On, bro. This manager is a certified Mr. On. Captain Black, Jim Jones looking ass.
You know what's even horrible, Natster? You'll know this. I mean, you all of you will remember one instance where I think Arteta actually had "You'll Never Walk Alone" being played in the dressing room on one occasion. That was supposed to. Oh, that was disgusting. I'm actually worried that if this bloke goes full rugby, he'll do what Rudolph Strowley did and actually end up playing the All Black haka, the All Blacks anthem, the South African and Australian anthems.
If he does the hacker, it's done, mate. It's done.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
come on, Odegaard, you need to do the hacker. You need to do the hacker, Martin.
The depths that he will sing, the depths to which he will sing, just to try something different. It's disgusting, and you just wonder: is this manager supposed to be a football coach, or is he some sort of a glorified PE teacher? People criticise Liam Rosenia for being.
Manny, he should be on Speaker's Corner, mate. That's where he should be, because this guy is a fucking motivational speaker. That's it. He should be doing after dinner fucking speeches, like in classrooms of like a company that are slightly failing or just getting to being good, and he can motivate them. Get the pickpockets in there.
Oh, he can speak, but he won't motivate anyone. Let me tell you that. He can speak, but he won't motivate anyone. The way he's
imagine sitting there having your dinner, yeah? Imagine going on a dinner, yeah? Right, and you're sitting there, and while you're eating your dinner, you're getting robbed by a bunch of pickpockets. Yeah, it's like, where's my phone?
Like, I was going to say, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Oh, fucking, why would you say that?
That's not very nice.
That's disgusting behaviour.
Pickpocket guys.
No, that's out of order. My mental's taking a knock from that. I feel disgusted, guys.
Big up Retro Dub, by the way. Big up Retro Dub.
Big up, man. Big up.
I'm gonna have to bounce, Rashid. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Lee, big up to you, my friend.
So I'm gonna have to go, mate. Yeah.
Bless up, Lee.
What was your prediction again?
Jam, Lion, Manny, Nat, DJ, Ola, fucking Jezza. I don't know if anyone else was on. If I've missed them, apologies. Who else was on?
Man with a big nose at Wigan.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. We don't want to get your barley out round him. Fucking hell.
I was in tears for the rest of the day.
He's got a nose and a half.
Wasn't like a Wigan pie either, right?
Somebody in the chat on Shane's channel said he cut his face off to spite his nose.
Man's got a big hoot.
I think that was Luke Starkiller.
Fucking funny. These chats are goated, man. Yeah, like real talk, yeah. Because you know what? I thought I was the only person that wanted this manager gone. Yeah, and it was like saying the same shit every day becomes boring, man. Yeah, but at the same time, you still got to stand on job, innit? Like, if you believe in something, you believe in something. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, it's like having. It's like, oh, but why are you negative? Cool. If your child's a crackhead, mate, you're gonna give him money to go and get crack. You ain't. You're gonna give him a fucking backhand and tell him shut up. Yeah, you ain't getting money and you ain't going out. We're locking you in your bedroom. Oh no, that's toxic. Oh my god, that's kidnap. All right, fuck off.
Yeah, you got
This era is so woke, it is mad, man. It's like Why are they
Yes,
so
man.
infatuated with a manager of a football club and players that don't know they exist? Yeah, like, listen, we've all idolised footballers over the years. Yeah, every time I watch Leo Messi, mate, I'm like, fuck, I've seen him play. Yeah, because we ain't seen anything like him again.
And then they get 300 grand a week,
the right
and
to
they
be
wonder why the
idolized.
tickets are so high, prices are so high, and the shirts are 85 quid.
Yeah.
Then they moan about the tickets, and then they set up a ballot system, and then they can't get a ticket anymore. Yeah, and then they moan about that. Well, maybe if you shut your fucking mouth, there wouldn't have been a ballot system in the first place. You'd still be going.
Yeah,
I mean,
They never learn this, fan base.
First place.
Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
That's up to everyone, man. All right, listen, I'm
Let's
going
not
3-0 Arsenal. That is my analysis. Hashtag Arteta out.
Big up, Lee. Take it easy.
Let's have everyone locked in, man. All right, Top Gooners in the away end look pensive, by the way. They look very, very pensive. Yeah, they're thinking shit. Yeah, all the fireworks going off at the Molyneux. Yeah, man was
stressed.
Yeah, they're looking hella stressed.
Martin Odegaard on, in the starting 11. Oh, do they
Odegaard's breastfeeding tonight. He had to have a night off.
Oh,
he didn't have to baby.
He's got a baby.
Bless him.
No, he did have the baby. That's why he's out. Like he's still getting cramps afterwards. That's why he's out, bro. He's the first man ever to have a baby.
He's on his menopause, bro.
This light show at Wolves is sick, by the way. Yeah, this light show at Wolves is cold. Yeah, they got a nice little light show.
They're
going
up
on
for
at
it
Wolves.
tonight. Oh, they're up for it tonight. They're doing.
If they get anything out of this game, that looks really nice. I've never been in their stadium, but I was seeing a bird from Wolverhampton before, and I think there's an Asda right next door to their stadium. I think it's Asda. Their stadium's actually really nice. Yeah, people from Wolves in general are really nice. But yeah, hopefully they get banged. Anyway,
Big up.
we're out.
Big
Bless
up, man. I'll redirect in a bit.
Bless up, Lee, man.
Big up, Lee.
Tell us what you think, bro. What do you think about this game, man? You've seen the lineup.
Yeah, you know what? It's a shame, like, because I really wanted Eze to start as well, bruv. Like, any excuse not to start him by flipping putting Saka in the 10, which is clearly like a manager just hating on Eze for some reason. I don't know what his problem is with Eze, but that's another story for another day. But in terms of the game, I'm going for a 2-0. And I think it'll be a stinky 2-0. So it won't be a convincing performance, but we'll just about get over the line. Like, you'll see times where we're sitting back and they'll come on to us and then we might ping them on the break.
You don't think Saka's going to be the answer?
Nah, bruv. Nah. If Saka's the answer, then what's the question? You know what I mean? I swear down.
The question is, Latex, how desperate are we? That's the question. How desperate are we?
We're that desperate. We have to put him in the 10, bruv. It's mad. It's so mad, bruv. It's obviously like he was going to start because he just signed a new deal, innit? So any
Lion text is called internal solutions, blood.
Internal solutions, Olo, you know, bruv. I'm telling you, it's mad. Like, it was just any excuse just to start him, innit? He signed his new deal. They're going to be gassed, so you're just going to have to start him. You know what I mean? So any excuse not to start Eze, so you just start him in the 10 because he played the other day in the 10. Like, the narcissistic traits of this manager just keeps repeating itself every single week, bro. Every single week. And this is why, even if we win the League Cup, like you guys said, I don't want him here anyway, bruv. Because, like, long term, bruv, like, this same cycle is going to keep happening because this is what narcissist people do. They fall on their ass, bruv, eventually, bruv. You know what I mean? So even if he was here next season, he ain't doing shit, bruv. Let's just be real, he ain't doing nothing, bruv. And he'll probably get himself sacked.
Drop
you know
off
what I mean? It'll be, you know, Jamboy, like, drop off will be mental, bruv. You know what I mean? And he's already killing these players as it is. You know what I mean? He's killing them off one by one. Like, I call them, like, Arteta Numpsy, the player killer. You know what I mean? It's true though, bruv. He just kills these players, bruv. Killer of confidence, killer of mentality. This guy's like, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything, bruv. You know what I mean? Everything you could think of, he's just a killer, bruv.
100%.
You know what I mean? So, boy, it's mad, bruv. But hopefully we win today, man. So, yeah, I'm going for a 2-0, bruv. 2-0.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Ola's got a bounce. Big up to you, Ola.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, Rashid, man. And thank you for having me on. Nice to meet you, Jam Boy, Dr.
And you,
Saber, Natstar, Manny,
team.
Tech. Big up yourself, man. Salute to every
Big
single
up
one
all
of
of
us.
them.
Ramadan Kareem, brother. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man.
Ramadan
Yeah,
Kareem.
man. Yeah, man. You as
Big
well,
up
man.
all of
And
them.
yeah,
All
I'm
of
gonna
them.
predict 2-0. And yeah, let's go and get the win, man. Keep winning. Salute to you, man. Big up. Love.
Let's see what my
Let's
dream
go.
is.
Hey,
Bless up, man.
BVK, I can see BVK in the chat being all positive and shit. usually he ain't positive when he's on the panel, but I don't know what happened today. Big up
Positivity,
BVK, man.
guys. It's all about
Yeah.
positivity, guys.
Big up. Big up.
Big up though, Jam, Dr. Seymour, Nats, Manny, Tex, and the whole team, bro. Big up to every one of you. Made the show lit, absolutely lit. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Look at Johnny. Johnny, tell him this is your favorite channel, bro. Tell him. Big up, Blacks, big up User, big up Biggie, big up everybody static in the chat as well. Danny Reacts, the real ones, everyone, man. We're gonna redirect to Lee, so make sure you show him some love, and we're out, people.
Big up, guys.
Love people.
Big up, chat.